In my Witchling Academy handbook, guidebook, there is how to craft your own spell. And I really like how the author condensed everything to really just this 2 pages, 3 pages, and crammed as much as she could in here. And I don't disagree. I have a collection of spell books that I love. Just really impressed that she kind of got all of the ideas of how to craft a spell basically in a very condensed summary. There are rules, but then there aren't rules. It's really your intuition, your intention. So I just thought I'd include a little bit of magic since I have been using this tarot deck, and I thought I would just read what she has here. So she says, how to craft your own spell. It is important to set an intention before starting your spell. Make sure that your intention is really specific, full of details. This is true for all spells. Select magical tools like tarot, candles, crystals, and essential oils that relate to your intention. Make sure the tools you select energetically match with your intentions. For example, you can select the 9 of Pentacles. Let's go find that right now. There's the 9. This character is surrounded with these pentacles. Pentacles meaning money, just abundance all around her. So this is possibly a really good card to use for your magic as a tool. Maybe a green candle and cinnamon oil and citrine. So citrine and a cinnamon oil. I won't use cinnamon, but I'll use frankincense for abundance and wealth. Do research and experiment to find out what tools work best together. Now, just like I substituted frankincense for cinnamon oil, it's just what you know to be associated with money and wealth. And it's got to be something that resonates with you. Actually, even though I know frankincense is associated with wealth, so is cinnamon, and I have a whole lot of cinnamon. You can use the dried cinnamon, you can use cinnamon bark, but for me, I might use a more flowery scent to represent money. So it's really just kind of up to you and what you resonate with. What represents money to you? You might not even care what a citrine crystal is. You might prefer, gold. Everybody knows gold represents money. But fire, you can use a white candle is fine, but you might put it in a green holder. People like to use candles and write their spell. They carve it into the candle itself. It won't be so easy to do it in something like this. It would be easier to carve your intention into a nice big candle. This might be why you'd want a larger candle, but just remember you have to let it burn. Just remember about the time. So this might take an hour to burn something this big versus this would take a couple of minutes. So just make sure that you're comfortable, whatever you choose to do. The main thing is that you're trying to represent all of the elements: earth, fire, air, and water. Let's continue. You don't need to write words for an actual spell, but it does help connect the spiritual plane to the physical plane. So it's always encouraged. And no, it does not have to rhyme. It doesn't have to rhyme at all. But really, you need to think of your intention. What is it that you're trying to manifest? Is it more money? Is it love? Is it a new home? Is it a new car? Is it a new job? So write whatever it is that you are trying to manifest in as much details as you can and just have it on a piece of paper. For best results, visualize the intention coming true. You can visualize the outcome while you are holding your crystal and staring at the tarot card, lighting a candle, or just smelling this essential oil. Whatever you choose will be right. Let your intuition guide you. And always at the end of the spell or ritual, always end the spell or ritual with thanks, either to the universe or whomever you believe in. If you are working with the energies of the moon, make sure you thank her. That's another good point, is the timing of your spell. At the time of this recording, it's a waxing moon. As the moon is growing fuller to our perception, what we can see, moon doesn't actually grow or shrink, but we just call it a waxing moon or a waning moon. During a waxing moon is when you'd want to do any kind of spell for expansion, for growth of something, like increasing your income. Would be a great time to do a spell during the waxing moon. If you're trying to shrink something, like shrink your body weight, shrink debt, shrink problems and issues. Those are the spells you would do during a waning moon while the moon is perceivably shrinking. We'll continue. And then absolutely say thank you to the elementals, the elements that you're working with, and the universe, of course, and whomever you believe in. Oh, she put it here. Warning, undiluted essential oil should never be applied directly to your skin. Make sure to add a base or carrier oil, like a coconut oil, before you apply it to your skin. But if you're just going to breathe it in, you're just going to smell it, don't use the entire bottle. Put a dab of it out onto something, even if it's just like a cotton swab, just so that you can smell it. But if you bring the entire container of that oil, it's going to be charged with the spell that you use it for, and you may not be able to use it for other spells. So keep that in mind. Of course, things like a crystal, you can cleanse the energy off. Same thing with whatever it is that you use. The candle, though, you will use for just this one type of spell. If you use like a really big candle, and let's say you get tired, you stop, you can put out the candle, but not with air. You gotta use a candle snuffer to just snuff it out. But remember that candle can only be used for this one type of spell. You can certainly repeat your spell as often as you like, but just make sure that you're in the same time period. You're still in the waxing moon or the waning moon, generally. There is no right or wrong way to craft a spell. Make sure you take notes so that you can see what works for you and what doesn't. This is really like lab class. Get yourself a journal and write down every detail, not only the objects that you're going to use to represent each of the elements, but what you're going to say, the time of day, the time of the moon cycle. And it is an experiment. This is completely experimental. So, as you let out your wish, see what manifests, and write down every new opportunity that comes that is potentially associated with whatever it was that you cast a spell for. Make sure you take notes so that you can see what works for you and what doesn't. Remember, the simpler the better. What you do is totally up to you, and it should be whatever feels right to you, using whatever tools you have available. You don't need to go buy anything. I guarantee you probably have something somewhere around your own house that will work just fine. Remember, spells do not guarantee 100% success. Wish for what you believe that you can receive. If you think manifesting $1 billion is out of your reach, it will not come true. Also, you can't just wait for things to happen. You have to put in some effort and take physical action. Spells are mostly about your energy and intention. A wishing spell. This is a general wishing spell that anyone can do. Use this spell to manifest your life, asking for the highest good and the outcome that is best for you. I usually always include a line like this: for my highest good and what is best for me, as part of what I will say in my spell. So, magic tools for her suggestion in this one: 9 of Cups, a pen or pencil, paper, smoky quartz crystal, lemon essential oil with a carrier oil. Okay, so let me get that. Okay, now that I've gotten a bunch of things as requested for this spell. Magic tools. She says 9 of Cups, card, which is here, pen or pencil, paper, smoky quartz crystal, lemon essential oil mixed with a carrier oil, or just a fresh lemon peel. She really just wants you to smell lemon, just because it is so cleansing. Gather all your tools and set them in front of you. Make sure you are in a sacred space where no one will bother you during your spell work. Cleanse the space of negative energy. Sage if you wish. Drop 1 drop of the premixed lemon essential oil onto your palm. Rub your palms together. Put your palms by your nose and inhale and exhale 3 times. As you inhale, breathe in clarity and focus. As you exhale, release all the stress and confusion. Now, pick up your smoky quartz and hold it in your hands. Imagine your wish and intention coming true as if it has already happened. Visualize how happy you are. Who is around you celebrating? What are you hearing? What are you tasting in this visualization? Be as detailed as possible. When you are finished, put your crystal down. Next, focus on the 9 of Cups and ask if there is a message for you to help you reach your goals. Write down whatever pops into your mind, anything at all. If you don't get anything, just write down how you feel after achieving your goals. What does the 9 of Cups mean to you in this spell? And what is your card telling you? When you are finished, Thank the universe. Expect your wish to manifest, but don't forget to take physical action to make it happen. Keep the 9 of Cups and your crystal someplace special or close by, like on your altar or next to your bed, for 9 days. Whether your intentions have already manifested or you are still waiting, thank your crystal and card on the 9th day. Sending out gratitude will amplify your wish and attract positive opportunities. After giving thanks, you may put the card back into the deck. As for your crystal, cleanse it and use the stone for another spell, or continue to keep it near you for good vibes. Oh, that was fun. I really hope that you'll try this. It's a very simple, easy little wish spell, but you can change out any of the components for whatever resonates with you more, and maybe what resonates with what you're trying to wish for or attract. Maybe you want to do something in the spell as an action. If you really like this, I'm happy to talk more about more spell crafting. So I talk a lot about manifestation on my channel, so this is just another method, another tool that you can use to create the life that you truly want. I wish you many blessings and good fortune towards your manifestations. Bye for now, and I'll see you in my next video.